Hello scholars, how are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel English Confluence. Scholars, today just I am going to share an important question from first chapter, that is the summer of beautiful white horse from +1 snapshot. So important question, annotations and MCQs. So without getting delay, let's get started video. Question number 1. What traits of Garolian family are highlighted in this story? Answer. Garolian tribe was famous for its honesty and trust. They were proud of their family first, honest next, and after that, they believed in right and wrong. None of them would take advantage of anybody in the world. They would like to go without food rather than stealing something of someone. No member of Garolian family could be a thief. They were men of simple faith. They were satisfied with guests with their coffee and tobacco. They knew the art of living. These poor people had no money. Nobody could understand where they ever got money enough to keep them with food in their bellies. Next question. Give examples to show why cousin Murad was considered one of the craziest member of the narrator's family. Answer. Cousin Murad had a crazy streak. He was quite crazy about horses. He stole a farmer's horse. He kept the stolen white horse for about 6 weeks. He rode it, loved it, fed it well, and hid it in deserted yard. When he sang in open countryside, it seemed as if he were roaring. Next question. Question number 3. I couldn't believe what I saw, says narrator. What was so unbelievable and why? Answer. The narrator saw his cousin Murad sitting on a beautiful white horse. It was unbelievable. As they belonged to poor families, and buying such a beautiful horse was beyond their reach, because these poor people had no money. Nobody could understand where they ever got money enough to keep survive. Next, question number 4. Give a brief account of Murad's joyride. Answer. Murad kicked his heels into horse and shouted, "Wazire, run!" The horse stood on its hind legs, snorted, and ran forwards at full speed. Murad raced the horse across the field of dirty grasses to an irrigation ditch. He crossed the ditch on the horse. When he returned 5 minutes later, he was dripping wet. Next question number 5. A suspicious man would believe his eyes instead of his heart. In what context was this observation made and by whom? Answer. This observation was made by farmer John Barrow after looking into the mouth of his horse. It matched his horse tooth for tooth, color for color, nail for nail. He would have claimed it as his own horse if he had not known their parents or the fame of their family for honesty, because his parents were famous for honesty since a long time. The resemblance was so striking that he called it the twins of his horse. Next, question number 6. Why did farmer John Barrow stalked out the house, slamming the screen door? Farmer John Barrow visited the narrator's house. He was homesick, sad, and lonely. His horse had been stolen for over a month. Instead of showing any sympathy or concern for his loss, Uncle Khosrow repeated his catchword, "It is no harm, pay no attention to it." When John Barrow talked about the cost of horse, Uncle Khosrow commented, "I spit on money." This was too much for John Barrow to bear, and so he left the house in disgust. Next, question number 7. What impression do you form of cousin Murad? Answer. Murad is a young boy of 13 years. He belongs to the Garolian family of Armenia. Their whole tribe was poverty stricken. In spite of abject poverty, their family was famous for honesty. Murad was quite adventurous and had a crazy streak in him. He enjoyed being alive more than anybody else. Murad loved horse riding. He had a way with horse. He had tamed the horse by his affectionate behavior. The horse obeyed Murad faithfully. His love for the horse is evident in the last scene. While parting, he put his arm around the horse, passes his nose, presses his nose into the horse's nose and patted it. He also had a way with dogs. The dogs of John Vairo followed them around without making a sound. He was kind. He treated young Robin Bird, which had hurt its wing. He was worldly wise and knew how to talk to farmers. Though he loved horse riding, he was averse of keeping the horse for a long time. He is proud of his family, which is well known for their honesty and trust. In short, he is a lovable chap. Question number 8. Did the boys return the horse because they were conscience stricken or because they were afraid of? Answer. The boys returned the horse as they were afraid. The narrator had come to know that the horse belonged to farmer John Vairo, whose surrey had become useless because of his lost horse for a month. He informed it to Murad and asked him not to return for the horse as he wanted to learn how to ride a horse properly first. But unluckily, when they met John Vairo on the way, they got afraid. In doing so, they had kept the honor of their tribe at risk. This filled them with feeling of regret. Therefore, they decided to return the horse to John Vairo. So next day, they put it stealthily in the Vairo's barn next morning. Question number 9. To which tribe did Aram and Murad belong? What was particular about their tribe? Answer. Aram and Murad belonged to Garolian tribe who were native of Armenia. This tribe was once rich and prosperous and had their land, but due to war they became homeless and jobless. They were well known for its honesty and trust. The people belonging to this tribe to neither be liars nor thieves. In this tribe, they would like to go without food at night rather than stealing something of someone. So next question, number 10. Who was John Vairo? Why had he come to narrator's house? Answer. John Vairo was a farmer. He was a Syrian by birth. He had learned to speak Armenian. He came to tell narrator's mother that his white horse had been stolen last month. He was a farmer. Perhaps he had settled down somewhere in Armenia, 10 miles away from narrator's home. He had come to narrator's house to share his woes over the loss of his only horse. His horse was missing for a month. He is the real owner of a beautiful white horse. So scholars, WOES word is here. Don't write this one. It means pain. Only you have to write till horse. Question number 11th. What impression do you form about Uncle Khosrow? This is very important question. About Uncle Khosrow. Answer. Uncle Khosrow was an uncle to Murad and Aram. He was an enormous man with a powerful head of black hair. He had largest mustache in entire San Joaquin Valley, and he was quite furious in temper, very irritable and impatient fellow who lost his temper quite easily if somebody cried over his loss. He is notorious for his bad temper. He is highly impatient and set aside any problem without even listening to the details. His most repeated words were, "It is no harm, pay no attention to it." Once Uncle Khosrow was getting his moustache trimmed in barber shop. His own son Arak ran 8 blocks to barber shop to inform him that their house is on fire. Uncle got impatient and roared at his son. When Barber reminded him that his house was on fire, Uncle roared at him and stopped him from talking. So thus he was also the craziest member of that tribe. How did Murad help wounded Robin to fly? What does this incident indicate? Narrator noticed Murad trying to cure the hunt wing of a young robin which could not fly. He was just talking to bird. After some time he threw the birds into air. The bird tried hard and almost fell twice. However, at last it flew away high and straight. This incident shows that in spite of having a crazy streak, Murad was kind at heart and gentle towards God creatures. Next question. Who was the true owner of horse? Answer. The real owner of the horse is John Byrow. Aram came to know about it because John Byrow frequently visited his house, and on one such visit, he heard John Byrow telling his mother about his missing white horse. Next question number 14th. Who stole the white horse? Murad had stolen the white horse of John Byrow because he was poor but he wanted to ride a horse. He and Aram rode the horse at dawn every day. Next question 15th. What were the narrator's views about stealing? Or next question. What distinctions does the narrator make between a horse ride and stealing? Next, what were the narrator's views about stealing? Or what distinction does the narrator make between the horse riding and stealing money? Answer. According to the narrator, stealing a horse for ride was something different from stealing money. If you were crazy about horses, it was not stealing at all. It would amount to stealing if only you intended to sell the horse. Now after that MCQs type question. Where did Aram live? Answer. At the edge of town on Walnut Avenue. Second. What was Uncle Khosrow's customary line? Answer. It is no harm. Pay no attention to it. Next. Third. Murad had been hiding the horse. Answer. In a barn of vineyard. Next. At what time did Aram and Murad ride the horse? Early in the morning. Answer. Next. I have a way with farmers. Who says it to whom? Murad to Aram. Who was Jorab? Father of Murad. Next. Who was Arak? Son of Uncle Khosrow. What were the hallmarks of Garolian tribe? Trust and honesty. Next. Question. Who was the true owner of the horse? John Byrow. Next question. When did boys return the horse? After they ran into John Byrow. Next. Quiet man, quiet. Your horse has been returned. Who said this? Uncle Khosrow. Annotations. Number 1. Crazy, mad, not sensible. Second. Tapping, striking. Third. Longing, a strong urge. Next. Hallmarks, unique features. Next. Comical, funny. Consequently, as a result of. Next. Stared, looking at. Next. Pious, holy. Next. Streak, natural inclination, trace. Next. Descendants, being an heir. Next. Enormous, very big. Trot, slow movement of horse. Next. Furious, very angry. Next. Capricious, whimsical. Hind, rear legs. Next. Got off, get down. Next. dawned on, realized. Next, barn, a place for storing grains. Next, Assyrian, native of Syria. Next, stalked out, move out in anger. Patted, stroke gently. Next, robin, small bird. Nevertheless, in spite of. Next, vagrant, tramp, wandering. Snorted, neighing. Reared, move back. Oats, grass. Alfalfa, a type of grass. Patted, stroked. Armenian, a language spoken by people of Armenia. Next, tribe, community. Belly, stomach. Humor, element of laughter. Next, leaped, jumped. Orchard, fruit garden. Next, vineyard, grapes field. Next, parlor, sitting room. Scholars, if you like this videos, please like, share and subscribe the channel to get the latest videos and notification. So thanks for watching.